All right. Day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday. Full moon. What do you call a Black Friday and a full moon? I don't know if somebody can tell me. It'd be a cool joke. But no, so it's rare that I come home and the sun is visible. Where is that sun? Somewhere up in there. And what I'm hoping, I'm going to point out a direction, but I think if I go that way, I can try to image it. And I'll show you the scope that I'm using. So I bought like 3 or 4 of these things. They were $12 a piece on Amazon. Right now they're like only $21. The mount that it comes with sucks. This isn't the original mount. This is an old school 70s, 80s tripod from Japan. That's very sturdy. You can see how I have it connected through there with that bolt. It's called the Sun Catcher. It's a 70 millimeter. 99% of the time I use this to, I don't know if you can see, but I have the solar filter in there right now. But I oftentimes always take the solar filter out so I can image the stars. Due to the fact that I had the Celestron 6x30, it works so good to set up, even though it's sideways. Since it's not on a go-to mount, I can take it, under 2 seconds. But I use this. I make sure this is dialed on, spot on. And then since my phone is hooked up to here, and I'm imaging deep space stuff, it never shows up on my phone in the viewfinder until I snap the picture. So I use this to align what I want to image. My phone's connected there, and then I snap away, and I can get my happy 2-second images. But so this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to have to walk somewhere in my yard to try to, hey, it's my shadow. Try to get the sun in. And my gosh, it's only like 20 something degrees, but it feels so much warmer. And there's no wind. So that's the subject, or that's the tool. And there's the subject. So I'm gonna have to back up quite a bit to get the sun. Might have to go for a walk. Alright, so isn't there any good music on the radio anymore? Oh, little Santana. Yeah, so smooth. So I'm gonna go to the end of the driveway because I can't get the sun due to our trees. And so bright. Starshine. Fortunately, it's not that bright at night this past summer, but maybe winter will change. Alright, here we go. 70 millimeter short focus. I'm going to use a short focal length. I'm going to use a 25 millimeter eyepiece. I think I can get it over here. We'll see. Just enough time. That even though my car's all-wheel drive, trying to get on the. Oh man, perfect timing. It's 12:47. I legit don't have a lot of time before it goes behind those trees, so I'm gonna nail it, and then I'll show you guys what I came up with. Yay! I did it, and I'm freaking blind. Never look in your telescope without like a filter, and of course I didn't, but I got like really sensitive eyes. I got like these blue eyes, and then I got all the snow around here. Man, is it bright. So I'll share the pictures that I got, and yeah. I think it's probably been at least 3 or 4 months since I imaged the sun. So I'm happy. I'm gonna go downstairs and got some stuff to sell on eBay, and some scopes to build, and some things to post. And everybody post Thanksgiving, so enjoy that. And looks like we have actually warmer weather. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like 30 degrees the next few nights. It beats the -2 or -3 that we had. So gotta work tomorrow. Work is a 4-letter word. Snow is a 4-letter word. Cold is a 4-letter word. One more thing. My hand's in the way. Remove my keys. The mailman stopped by, and I got to show him the sun through the scope, and to me, that's like the best when you can share things through your telescope with passerbys. I've done it at the end of my driveway earlier this summer, getting Saturn and Jupiter, Lord of the Rings, and I'll get it in so sick. I'm like so happy. I'm like, woo! And then a car will drive by. I'm like, stop! And they'll stop. They're like, what? I'm like, you didn't see that? They're like, see what? I'm like, freaking Saturn's right over there. And they're like, huh? I'm like, have you ever seen, Saturn through a telescope? They're like, no. And then, everybody's expression when they see Saturn for the first time. So I love doing stuff like that. I mean, I live out in the country on a dirt road, and I would like to do some more sidewalk astronomy. I do live in New Hampshire that has the cities where it's not the worst light pollution, but there's light pollution. But yeah, that's why I like at the fireworks show, 4th of July and stuff out in my country towns. It's easy to throw up the telescope. My wife gets so embarrassed. I had right before the fireworks show, like 25, 30 people lined up behind my scope. She's like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, people are being amazed. So it's just fun. I mean, so if you guys can ever, share that type of stuff with the public outreaches, I mean, that's just awesome. And I'm crazy. I love giving away free telescopes. What I'll do is I'll put a telescope somewhere in a local town on my way into work, because I drive like 40 minutes to work and I drive through a lot of towns. And then I'll go on Facebook. I'll take a picture of the telescope. And I'll go to like Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Free or whatever, and I'll be like, free telescope if you can find it. And then some of the coolest people find it, and then they message me back saying, dude, we found that telescope, and they'll send me pictures of their handheld moon images or just whatever, and it's so cool. And the telescopes I give away, they're just Goodwill or dollar store ones that I find at junk shops. But I make sure that they're usable and tuned up with a couple good eyepieces, and for a few bucks, it makes, the person who's like, oh my gosh, there's a free telescope I just saw. We got to go there, wifey, or we got to go there and freaking find it. And to me, that's amazing. And that's it. So everybody have a good holiday. Holidays past, post Thanksgiving. It's so quiet. There's no wind or anything. My 2.5-year-old's taking a nap, so I'm good.